Hi and welcome to At The Wheel. This is the sort of, I guess, almost yearly update for the channel and the content schedule, and there's some things that I need your help with. Specifically, I need your thoughts and your sort of preferences of what you would like to see, but also I guess your thoughts on some of the key challenges that I suppose I face in making videos for this channel. As you probably know, I also make tech videos over on my tech channel, TechTeamGB, and that's kind of my primary job role, if you like. That's the one that actually, keeps me living and have a roof over my head. The At The Wheel content is certainly great to do, and I'm generally fixing my cars and stuff anyway, so I generally have sort of content to make there. But it's more of a hobby for the moment and a sort of future avenue for expansion rather than, a dedicated job for me. Which is why, generally speaking, it's sort of taken the back seat in terms of content. I mean, I'm currently doing once every 2 weeks instead of once a week. And the problem that I have with that is that I don't always have a car to review or a car or part to fix or replace, or something to explain, and so it creates a lot of sort of pressure for me to just make something. And I also sometimes feel like I'm making what I would call sort of filler content rather than something that I'm genuinely proud of. The problem with me just, only making a video when I have something ready and available is that because of my how my brain works, if I take a break from something, if I don't have a set schedule to do it in, what tends to happen is I just tend to not do it. It becomes a lower priority, and if it's lower than the top one on the list, it generally doesn't get done, which is a problem because I still want to make content here. I still want to do car reviews and do, obviously I need to fix all my cars anyway, so that's going to happen regardless, but whether or not I'll, choose to make videos on it and how I'll make the videos on it might vary, and so I would like to know your thoughts. What would you like to see? I would like to do more actual car reviews. The trouble with that one is that having a car in to review is kind of a full-time job for the week that you have it. You have to obviously arrange the delivery, you have to have it delivered, or in some cases you have to go and collect it, which for me is basically an entire day for most of the different places. And then you have to obviously test drive it, film it, sort of B-roll the sort of sexy shots, as well as obviously write a script, film my face, and even if you leave out the editing part, because that can in theory be done at any time afterwards, you still end up with basically a full week's worth of time to be able to test something and write it, film it, all that sort of stuff. And in that time, I also need to be able to make at least 2 tech videos as well and do all of the other things that I do, and ideally have at least some amount of time to sleep and eat and, have time to myself, which generally doesn't happen if I have a car in for review. And so it makes it kind of difficult to, force myself to go and arrange that sort of thing. So yeah, I would definitely like to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm thinking about trialing the sort of idea of I'll only post videos when I actually have, a repair or a car or something to specifically talk about for maybe 3 months or so, and we'll see how it goes. Obviously, I can't guarantee how successful that will be, but I think it will lift the load off my shoulders a little bit for the day-to-day, especially for the first sort of start of the year where things are a little bit quiet right now but are going to ramp up on the tech side pretty soon, and so it's going to be a bit of a mad dash to get stuff done, so hopefully that will be a nice ease into the year for me. But yeah, that's kind of the main things. Also, if you have any ideas for things that you would like to see me explain, I did the tire pressures explained and tires and the sort of general how-to videos of like how to check your oil, check for an oil leak, that sort of thing. If you have any suggestions for that, do let me know in the comments down below, because there's always more stuff that I like explaining. It's a very enjoyable pastime of mine, so that's perfectly fine, and I would definitely like to hear them. And otherwise, that's kind of the main sort of types of content I like doing. I was suggested to do more videos sort of talking about new cars as a sort of commentary type angle, if you like. Is that something you would like to see? I've done it a couple of times for the Porsche Taycan Cross Turismo, the M3 and M4, but had sort of what you might call mixed reception for them, so feel free to let me know in the comments down below about those as well. Otherwise, if there's generally anything else you would like to see me cover, you know, obviously with repairs I generally have to have the car to do that, and I only really have 3 or so cars available that I can, you know, make those sorts of repairs and content about. But if there are any repairs for those cars that I haven't done, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And that's kind of that, really. If you want to hang out and chat with us, we hang out on our Discord server. It's linked in the description down below. If you want to see more videos, there is plenty on the channel if you haven't, you know, watched all of them already. And that's kind of it, really. I think, like I said, I'd love to know your thoughts on the sort of content schedule, your suggestions for content, and what sort of content in general you would like to see from me. Otherwise, that's kind of it. I'll leave it there. I hope you have a fantastic new year to come and had a great New Year's celebrations as well. And that's kind of it. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you all at some point in the next video.